Ever get that sinking feeling at the airport like you're being played? Surprise fees, sudden price jumps. Airlines have mastered the art of squeezing every dollar from you. They use psychological tricks, hidden fees, and manipulation to make you spend more. But today, we're flipping the script. I've dug deep, talked to insiders, and uncovered their biggest secrets. I'll show you how to spot fake discounts, dodge hidden traps, and travel like a pro. This isn't just about saving money, it's about taking back control. Don't miss Secret 5, where I reveal the biggest luggage scam catching millions off guard. Let's get into it. Let's start with the first trap, dynamic pricing. This is one of the most frustrating and sneaky tactics airlines and travel sites use to squeeze more money out of you, and it's become so common that most travelers don't even realize it's happening. The name sounds technical, almost futuristic, but don't be fooled. It's just a clever way to make you pay more for the exact same seat. Here's how it works. Every time you search for a flight, the website is watching. It's tracking your interest, your route, your dates, and even how many times you come back to check the same fare. The more you look, the more the price seems to creep up, almost as if the universe is conspiring against your vacation plans. The moment you search for a flight, the airline drops a cookie on your computer, tracking your every move. These cookies are tiny files that remember your searches, and they're the backbone of dynamic pricing. They let the website know you're interested, and suddenly, the price you saw yesterday is mysteriously higher today. The more you search, the higher the price goes. It's not a coincidence. It's a calculated move. They're punishing you for doing your homework, for being a savvy shopper. It's like a game of cat and mouse, except the mouse is your wallet, and it's not real supply and demand, it's manufactured urgency. The websites want you to believe that if you don't book right now, you'll miss out. They use flashing warnings, countdown timers, and bold red text to make you panic buy, even when there's no real rush. So how do you fight back? The answer is simple, but powerful. Always search in incognito or private browsing mode. This prevents the website from tracking your searches with cookies. And don't forget to clear your cookies before each new search session. Think of it as wiping the slate clean. I put this to the test myself. I searched for the same flight 5 times in a row and the price jumped by $72. But when I switched to incognito mode, the price stayed exactly the same, no matter how many times I searched. It's proof that these price hikes are targeted, not random. Then there's the fake urgency. Those warnings like only 2 seats left at this price, or hurry, 5 people are looking at this flight. These messages are designed to make you anxious, to push you into booking before you're ready. But here's the truth, it's almost always a lie. Try this experiment. Refresh the page or check the same flight on another device. Suddenly more seats appear, or the warning disappears altogether. It's a digital illusion, a psychological trick to rush your decision and make you spend more than you planned. Don't fall for it. Take a breath, call their bluff, and compare prices calmly. The best deals go to those who don't let themselves get swept up in the artificial panic. And what about those flash sales you see in your inbox or plastered across booking sites? More often than not, the so-called sale price is exactly the same as last week's regular fare, just with a countdown timer slapped on to make it look urgent. It's a marketing trick, not a real discount. They want you to feel like you're getting a deal, but in reality, you're just falling for a well-designed sales pitch. The real savings come from knowing the game, not from chasing every so-called deal that pops up. Here's a smarter move. Use Google Flights or similar tools to check the price history before you buy. These tools show you if the fare is actually lower than usual, or if it's just another day with a flashy banner. Set up price alerts and let the deals come to you, instead of getting caught up in the hype. To recap, airlines and booking sites track your searches to raise prices, create fake scarcity to make you panic, and advertise fake sales to rush your decision. It's all about psychological manipulation, not actual savings. So, arm yourself with knowledge. Use incognito mode, ignore the fake urgency, and verify every sale before you buy. Don't let their tricks control your wallet. Now you know how to dismantle their biggest psychological weapon. With these strategies, you can outsmart the system, save real money, and travel with confidence, knowing you got the best deal, not just the best marketing. Outsmarted their pricing games? Great. But don't celebrate just yet, because the real challenge is only beginning. Airlines have mastered the art of making you feel like you've scored a deal, only to hit you with their most profitable trick, baggage fees. Now comes their biggest cash cow, baggage fees. These aren't just a minor inconvenience. They're a multi-billion-dollar business for airlines, and they're counting on you to fall into the trap. Airlines rake in billions from these fees. That $20 ticket? Just bait. The real price of your trip is often hidden behind a wall of extra charges that only show up after you've already committed. Add a carry-on, $55. Checked bag, $60. Wait until the airport? Now it's $80. And if you're traveling with family, those fees multiply fast. Suddenly, your cheap getaway is anything but. Suddenly, your cheap flight is a $150 nightmare. And that's just for one person. For families or groups, the costs can skyrocket before you even reach your gate. They've turned bringing your stuff into a luxury add-on. What used to be included in your ticket is now a premium service, and you're left scrambling to pay up or risk leaving your essentials behind. Some airlines, like Spirit or Frontier, use metal sizers at the gate, often smaller than advertised. These sizers are designed to catch you off guard, and the rules can change from airport to airport. Your bag fits at home, but gets stuck at the gate. That's a $99 fee, and gate agents are incentivized to catch you. They're not just enforcing rules, they're actively looking for ways to charge you more. I've seen families hit with hundreds in surprise fees before boarding. Imagine the stress of wrangling kids, only to be told you owe another $200 just to bring your bags. Airport scales, not your friend. Your bag is 49.5 pounds at home, but 51 pounds at the airport? That's a $100 penalty. And don't expect any leniency. Airlines are strict, and their scales are often calibrated in their favor. Always weigh your bag at home with a digital scale and leave a buffer. Don't trust your bathroom scale or guesswork. Invest in a reliable luggage scale and aim for a few pounds under the limit. The whole system is designed for you to make a mistake and pay for it. Confusing policies, last-minute changes, and hidden fees are all part of the game. Solution: when booking, add up all bag fees and compare with major airlines that might include a carry-on. Don't just look at the ticket price. Factor in every possible fee before you book. Sometimes the expensive airline is actually cheaper. When you add up all the extras, a full-service carrier can save you money and a lot of stress. Invest in a regulation-size carry-on and a digital scale. These two tools can save you hundreds over time and give you peace of mind every time you travel. If you travel often, get an airline credit card for free checked bags. It can pay for itself in one trip. Many cards also offer priority boarding and other perks that make your journey smoother. Beat them at their own game. With a little planning and the right tools, you can avoid the luggage fee trap and travel smarter every time. Picture this. You're standing at the gate, passport in hand, ready to board your flight. You glance at your ticket, Group 4. You look around, and it seems like half the people waiting are also in Group 4. The line snakes around the waiting area, everyone anxiously clutching their boarding passes, eyes darting to the digital sign. The anticipation is thick in the air, but so is the confusion. Why are so many people in the same group? Shouldn't boarding be more organized? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Boarding groups are, in many ways, a carefully crafted illusion. Airlines want you to believe there's a system, but the reality is far more chaotic and, frankly, a bit manipulative. Most planes have overhead bin space for about 100 carry-on bags, but airlines routinely sell 180 or more tickets, and they let nearly every passenger bring a carry-on. The math just doesn't add up. It's a setup for disappointment, and they know it. The result? Not enough space for everyone's bags. And the airlines are fully aware of this. They've designed the system to create scarcity, knowing full well that not everyone will get a spot for their bag. This manufactured scarcity leads to manufactured panic. As boarding begins, people crowd the gate, desperate to be among the first to board and claim precious overhead bin space. The anxiety is palpable. No one wants to be the person forced to check their bag at the last minute. And here's where the airlines cash in. They use this anxiety to sell you priority boarding for $25, $35, sometimes even more. It's a solution to a problem they intentionally created. The more anxious you are about your bag, the more likely you are to pay for the privilege of boarding early. It's a clever business move. By creating a sense of urgency and competition, they turn your stress into their profit. The boarding process becomes less about efficiency and more about upselling. If you're in Group 4 or 5, you're almost guaranteed to gate check your bag. Sometimes, you'll even have to pay a fee for the privilege of having your bag taken away at the last minute, even though you followed all the rules. It feels unfair, doesn't it? You did everything right, but the system is set up so that you lose. The rules are stacked against you from the start. So who actually gets to board first? Group 1 is reserved for first-class passengers and the airline's most loyal elite members. They breeze past the crowd, guaranteed overhead space, and a stress-free start to their journey. Group 2 is for lower-tier elites and those who paid extra for premium seats. They're next in line, still ahead of the masses. Group 3 is often reserved for airline credit card holders. Just by signing up for a branded card, you can leapfrog the crowd, if you're willing to play the airline's game. And then there's everyone else. If you're in Group 4 or 5, you're in the largest, slowest moving group. You're at the mercy of the system, hoping there's still space for your bag. The reality? If you're not in the first 3 groups, you should assume you'll have to check your bag, whether you want to or not. So don't waste your money on a fancy high-end carry-on if it's just going to end up in the cargo hold. That designer suitcase won't do you any good if you can't keep it with you. The smarter move? Pack your essentials, laptop, medication, valuables, in a small backpack that fits under the seat in front of you. Check your main bag at the counter before you even get to the gate. It's less stressful, often cheaper, and you'll avoid the last-minute scramble. Don't let the airlines profit from the chaos they've engineered. Know the game and play it on your own terms. You're on the plane, and here comes the last-minute upgrade offer. First class for $199. Sounds tempting, but it's pure profit for the airline. They'd rather get something than let the seat fly empty. They know you're tired and vulnerable, so they dangle luxury at your weakest moment. There's also the bid for an upgrade system. Feels like a game, but the minimum bid is often higher than what you'd pay booking up front. You're not bidding against other passengers, you're bidding against the house, and the house always wins. The perks? Usually underwhelming. That complimentary meal is often a sad sandwich, not a gourmet feast. The premium drink? Same cheap wine, just in a glass. Extra legroom? Maybe a few inches. Is it worth $200 for a 3-hour flight? Usually not. Before you accept, check what the upgrade would cost if you booked it in advance and weigh the real value. Most of the time, the last-minute offer is no deal at all. Politely decline and enjoy the money you just saved. Now you know their tricks. Here's how to fight back. First, document everything. Take screenshots of prices, fees, and promises as you book. If the price jumps at checkout, you have proof to demand the original fare. Next, use the right credit card. Travel cards like Chase Sapphire or airline cards offer free checked bags, trip insurance, and more. The annual fee often pays for itself in one trip. If something goes wrong, flight canceled, bag lost, don't just call the 1-800 number. Complain publicly on social media. Airlines monitor Twitter and respond fast to public complaints. Be polite, include your flight info, and you'll often get a quick resolution. Know your rights. In the US, the Department of Transportation requires airlines to compensate you for involuntary bumps, lost bags, and more. Don't accept a voucher if you're owed cash. Read the DOT's Fly Rights page before you travel. To win screenshot everything, use a travel credit card, complain publicly, and know your rights. You're no longer an easy target. You're an informed traveler. The airline's business model relies on you being in the dark, not anymore. You know the tricks, the traps, and how to beat them. Next time you book, use incognito mode. At the gate, spot the boarding group scam. Save money, travel smarter, and stay in control. An informed passenger is their worst nightmare. What's the sneakiest airline trick you've seen? Drop it in the comments. If this video helped, hit like and subscribe. Next week, I'm exposing hotel scams. See you in the next one.